Main Street. I am seeing so many new faces, and this is exciting. I was going to say familiar, not old. We don't use that word here, old.
Don't really say that.
I'm old, I get it.
For those of you that are new to Main Street, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Tara Owens. I am the Executive Director of Main Street. We are very thrilled tonight to showcase Justin Valenti's artwork of fluid art. So if you have not had the chance yet to be welcomed into our community, hopefully when you walked in, you felt the love as soon as you came in. We are an affordable, accessible, and inclusive community. Face shaking your head, yes, right? And we do it in so many ways, and one of them is through this building. It's an affordable apartment complex with 70 units. 75% are set aside for affordableness, and 25% of those are set aside for people that identify as having a disability.
Like me?
Like you. Right? And then the vision is to have an inclusive environment and inclusive community for people of all abilities, shapes, sizes, colors, okay? So we're all here together. One of the ways that we build this inclusiveness is through our programming that we do here and through our membership. So the event such as tonight is an arts and culture event that we're having, and Justin has spread the word to his amazing community. We were thrilled. This was actually very unique. A number of our artist residents in the past, we have sought out and been at a gallery or invited them into the space, and Justin presented a proposal to us, right? It wasn't just a conversation in a hallway. He presented this beautiful proposal that was very detailed and thought out of how he would like to showcase his artwork. And it got us as a team to stop and really think, wow, this is great. This is something that we could promote and put out on our website for other future artists that would like to showcase here. So we had to think of what criteria do we even need from an artist? Because as you can see when you walked in, we have a large gallery space that if we're bringing an artist in, they have to have a number of pieces to fill that big white wall up front, right? So because of Justin, that made our team really dig down a little bit deep and get creative. So moving forward, our team is working on our website to putting that out there for any artist that would like to showcase their artwork here to be able to be on our website and to submit their forms. So I just wanted to say that really quickly. It's exciting, right? Yeah. So after we looked at his proposal and we saw how in-depth he was, told us during one of our interviews with him that he had over 400 pieces of artwork, which I don't know if that's a spoiler, if that's in your presentation. You can say that again. I'm sorry, I stole that from you. But I thought to myself, wow, we were looking at all of this artwork and saying how amazing it was, and we wanted him to share this with you. So I'm going to turn the mic over to our membership and event specialist, Maddie Reef, and she's going to introduce Justin to you.
Justin Valenti is a 28-year-old artist on the autism spectrum that has a passion for fluid painting. He creates intriguing abstract artwork that is filled with expressive movement and dramatic color. In creating his fluid art, Justin embraces the unpredictability of the paint pour, responding to the uncontrolled liquid in real time with a variety of movements, techniques, and tools. This artistic process mirrors the way he approaches challenges in his own life. He has learned to thrive by reflecting on what he cannot control, assessing his strengths, responding with creativity and flexibility, and demonstrating the tenacity and resilience necessary to achieve his goals. Justin works out of his home studio and is the business owner of Artistic Expressions by Justin K. Valenti. He is also a member of the Visibility Art Lab in Rockville, and has exhibited in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. Justin Valenti is supported in part by funding from the Montgomery County government and the Arts and Humanities Council of Montgomery County. So, without further ado, we'll let him take it away.
Hello, everyone.
So I am Main Street's next artist in residence, and my show is called Universal Perspectives. And tonight's the artist reception. Like Maddie said, I am a 28-year-old artist, author, and advocate on the autism spectrum. I enjoy creating art in my home studio, and I received a grant in 2025 from the Arts and Humanities Council of Montgomery County. I'm very proud to present my first solo show. This is my first solo show ever in a gallery. And the theme of this show is Universal Perspectives. The canvases are created using fluid techniques and are filled with colors and movement. Even though the images are abstract, you can use your imagination. I grouped the canvases according to what I saw in the work: space, earth, sea, and ground. So here are some space pieces.
Wow.
Here are some earth pieces.
Wow.
Wow.
Here are some sea pieces. And here are some ground pieces.
Wow. That one right there reminds me of your painting.
What do you see in this painting? What title would you give it?
Looks like a,
Algae.
it looks like under the sea.
Under the sea algae.
It's like under the sea.
Great name. And we have a board that shows what.
Submitted your names already.
I didn't do it.
That's any of those from here?
Yeah, so one of them is solar landing, one of them's rainbow colors, one of them's ocean, one of them's colorful rainbow, and another one of them is unraveled universe.
What about this one? That was special.
Spicy tuna is a name too.
Spicy tuna.
I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Any of those names jump out at you?
With ocean or the rainbow.
I don't know what I would call this, but maybe I would call this disease in the sea. It looks like some kind of disease that's in the sea.
Very creative.
Anybody else have an idea?
I'd say under the sea.
Like an under the sea.
Little mermaid.
Peacock.
That's how I was thinking.
Oh, wait a second, I think Bill's trying to see different.
Peacock.
I don't think, to me it doesn't
A
look like
peacock.
To me it doesn't look like under the sea, it looks more like some plants on top of a cliff and then there's the sea off to the right of the cliff.
Back here, they're saying it reminds them of the Little Mermaid.
Yes. Yes.
The TV show Little Mermaid.
Interesting.
I like the TV show Little Mermaid. Not the movie.
I like all of those names.
I like them too.
So my artist statement is that I enjoy making art because it allows me to express how I feel emotionally in a productive way. And I would like to share the joy that I have from creating art with other people. Each painting is one of a kind because the colors flow in an unpredictable way on each canvas. I select my colors based on my mood and then mix the colors based on how I'm feeling that day. I pour the paint onto the canvas and continue to manipulate the canvas to create the special effects. I use a mixture of Floetrol, silicone drip oil, and acrylic paint, and I use a large cup to pour the mixed paint onto a canvas. The Floetrol allows the paint to flow and move around the canvas more easily. The silicone drip oil creates paint cells, and I sometimes use tools to help me move the paint around like a hairdryer or acrylic paint strainer. And I'm inspired by other fluid artists that I've seen using different techniques and videos online. And here's a video where you can watch me work.
Never seen a art like that.
So that's my painting that I did, and you could see how the cells interact with the paint.
Jeff has a question.
Yes?
I have a question, was that take me out with the baseball game?
The instrumental version.
Song you, very fast.
Like, take me out to.
That stuff that you use is very.
I also love to create digital art. I'm interested in themes related to nature. animals, pop culture, and digital art. I use optical illusions as backgrounds in my artwork, and the objects in my artwork look like they are in motion. I create digital artwork using Adobe software, and sometimes I combine my digital art with my fluid art for special effects. You can find all of the pieces that I have created tonight in the Main Street Shows section of my website, and many more fluid and digital art on my website as well. And, before participating in art shows in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, besides that, I also showcase my art at Black Rock Artisans Festival during the summer and fall. I've shown my art at the National Disability Rights Conference and the Maryland Coalition for Inclusive Education Summer Institute Conference. I've been a member of the Visibility Art Lab for 8 years, and I go to the studio once a week. I enjoy creating art and socializing with other people. This program has helped me emerge as an artist. You can see some pictures of me from shows. I'm part of the Visibility Art Lab program, as well as the Montgomery Art Association and the Delaplane Arts Center. I'm also an advocate for people with disabilities. I'm on the board of directors for the ARC Maryland, and I now have a position as executive secretary. In November 2023, I received the Maryland Governor's Award for my contributions to disability culture. And in 2022, I designed a mural for Wheaton Regional Park with a focus on inclusion, acceptance, unity, and diversity with the ARC Maryland and Montgomery Parks.
That's really
I also am an author. I wrote, illustrated, and self-published these books on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, among other websites. And last year I published my first coloring book using outlines of my digital art. Thank you for this opportunity, Main Street. Does anyone have any questions? Yes?
You've achieved so much, Justin. What's next? Tell us about your plans for the next year. You have it.
Tomorrow I have an art show at the Artisans Festival at Black Rock Center for the Arts, and I hope to start being an executive secretary soon.
Next.
wow.
So how did I become interested in that?
Yes.
I became interested in that after seeing an instructor do fluid art at the Visibility Art Lab program in Rockville.
I did it at the Arcade in Texas, the same thing we used to
Oh,
vote.
they have this one?
Yeah, so I made an ornament, and my mom did wine bottles with it too. You did very messy, but I liked it. I liked it messy too.
Yeah, Justin, would you cut? I'm very inspired for all you do, and I just have a question. When are you going to schedule a workshop for us to show for all the members and including myself, for us to get into some painting action ourselves?
Fantastic question, David. Thank you.
Okay, that's it.
On July 24th, we will have a workshop for fluid painting at the VisArts pop-up studio.
We got lots more questions.
Do you have a question too? I'll go here.
Hi Justin, did you bring any of your books today?
No, I did not.
I was interested in looking at them.
Where can we find your books, Justin?
You You can find them on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Amazon and Barnes and Noble. For anyone in the back that couldn't hear.
And that's good books for my nieces and nephew. That's a good.
You have a question? Oh.
Oh, there we go, Rachel.
Do you ever draw sunset? There! Do you ever draw a sunset? Because you know, Rachel McCluskey draws sunsets all the time.
She did one for the.
Sometimes I do digital art that has sunsets in the artwork.
I got a question.
Yes?
Story as well.
I have a little voice, so.
Just so people in the back can hear my question.
You have a giant.
I noticed in this picture here, your painting isn't just sitting down on a table. It's in like a bucket. Can you tell us why it's in a bucket like that?
It's in a bucket so that the paint doesn't get everywhere. It stays in one spot when it's in that bucket.
And that's smart.
Yeah, but it's not safe. It's a mess.
That's smart on your part.
Right there? In a fun way.
I'm good though.
My way?
And project.
Yes. Do you have any like favorite pieces? Like, do you have a favorite of your pieces?
I like all of my fluid paintings and several of my digital art pieces.
You don't have one favorite of all time?
I don't have a favorite.
I think it's a favorite.
There's somebody question back here.
We'll have to get the dual mics out.
Justin, what is the, how do I phrase this? You sold your art. What's the farthest away from Maryland that somebody has purchased your art? Where were they located? Do you know?
Arizona?
Arizona,
I think?
That's
Oregon?
That's where my
Arizona and Oregon are the two
That's where my
farthest
cousin
places.
lives.
So you're nationwide.
Arizona.
Because my family and friends live in those places.
And my cousin lives in
In
Arizona.
Arizona? I have a question for you.
I have one also.
Okay, well, I'll come back too. I was wondering, this is so impressive. How long did it take you? How much practice to get this good at this? Was it tricky at first?
It was a little tricky, but I mastered fluid painting after I think about 6 years of doing it.
Wow.
That's amazing. 6 years. Question back here?
Justin, I know I've seen pictures of other things that you've done fluid painting on besides canvas that I thought was pretty fascinating. The instrument parts of
Yes.
guitar. I think people would be fascinated to hear that too.
You're getting your workout.
I'm getting my steps in today.
And good exercise.
So I once did a fluid painting on top of an entire guitar. I removed the strings and then I poured the paint right onto the guitar and then I put the strings back and I put varnish or resin on the guitar and that gave it a shiny coat. And it took me about a couple months to do it, but it was a very painful project.
Like, was it physically painful or?
No, we had to redo it once because the painting didn't turn out very well, or the resin was old.
About the drone.
Yeah.
Still have the.
Do you still have the guitar?
My friend has it. It's in Virginia now.
You say drum too?
The drone. Talk about the drone.
Yeah, I painted someone's drone wrap. A couple weeks ago, I got a commission from a guy who works with the Montgomery County Police and Fire Department, and I painted his wrap for his drone, and then he uses it for like rescuing people and like difficult situations.
Wow.
Hi, my name's Jeff Miller. I was just wondering, Justin, how much is the cost to buy your pieces to amount of money? Right? Because I was estimating the question. I don't do the math.
So the cheapest piece that I have is, I think, $25, and the most expensive piece that I have is $200.
Wow.
Kim, did you have a question?
That's a great question.
She
His art mentor, Kim, everyone.
So I just wanted you to talk a little bit about your website. How long ago you made it, the kind of people, where people come from that look at your website. Could you tell us a little about it?
So my website, my art website was created in 2018 and currently has like thousands of views from many different countries and other places in the US. It has a lot to offer, like it has my portfolio, it has my books, and it even has like my commissions too on it. And it took me about 3 years for me to put it all together, and I'm very happy with my website. And people come from like places like Europe. One person came from Australia, and all over the US. So there's a wide range of different places that people come from.
You made it by yourself?
I made it by myself. I started with an art mentor, but I finished it by myself.
That's
Easy. That's impressive.
Kim's got a question.
Hi, I am most impressed. You are incredibly productive. Your work is so diverse and it's just beautiful. I'm wondering how you organize your day because you are very productive. Do you work on certain hours? How do you get yourself going in the morning? And are there certain days, like, how do you do this?
All right, now everybody get out your notepad. We're gonna take notes.
So I start, like during the week, I have a day job where I work 7 hours a week for 4 days. And then on Wednesdays, I have off work where I participate in Visibility Art Lab and do advocacy work. And on the weekends, I do art shows and I work with my art mentor. And on the weeknights, I also do like orders and other things related to my art business. And when I have free time, I like to spend it with my family and my dog.
Okay, maybe I can radiate. So, great work. You know, I'm really impressed, Justin, because I know how hard you work during those 4 days, 7 days a week. And so I'm really impressed, like what you can do outside it. So I was also interested in the fact that you showed that you did fluid on, you know, what looked like a panel on a guitar, on a drone. So are there any limitations to the kind of material or thing that you can put this on? And do you need to prepare it in order to do that?
So there are some limitations, like I can't do anything that's not on a flat surface. And I need like time to prepare, like prime the canvas or whatever I'm working on. And then I paint after I'm done with that. It usually takes like anywhere between a couple weeks to a couple months.
That's a good question.
I had another question actually. That tutorial video, I could watch that all day long. That was so good. Yeah? I was curious in what other ways you share your talent and teach others how to do what you do?
So I have tutorials, I have given speeches about my art, I've done presentations, I've advocated in like front of people. There's a lot of different ways.
You done virtual Zoom classes, right?
Yeah, I have done virtual Zoom classes too, like through VisArts.
And a workshop in high school.
Yeah, a workshop at Kennedy High School and Forest Oak Middle School. And other things too.
Any other questions? No? Okay. All right. Big round of applause for Justin. That was incredible. But it's not over yet. Tara, you want to share about the our little surprise here?
Oh, So I was so blown away when I saw Justin's fluid artwork that I just had to have a piece of my own. And I wanted to be able to still, all of the artwork that is out front, there are QR codes. So if you like it, you love it, you want some more of it in your house or your home or your office, go scan the QR code. All of the proceeds, the entire commission goes back to Justin. Okay, so you're supporting his work to continue and to build, which is amazing. So I challenged Justin, and we commissioned him to create something that reflected Main Street on his fluid artwork. And we thought it would be exciting to unveil it today here, okay? So if you want a little drum roll, maybe. You look that side, I look this side. Oh, there you go. Don't let it's so big, too. Let me step back and take a look. So this is his representation of Main Street. I love it. Oh, I gotta give you a good hug. Oh my God. So good. Every time you look at it now, we're gonna say, yeah. So, question about this piece of artwork. How long did this take you to make?
A couple weeks.
A couple of weeks.
Is this ours now?
This is gonna be on Main Street now.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks similar?
Yes.
Yeah. So then, when you were thinking about Main Street, what were some of the ideas and creation that went into this piece?
Well, I used the colors in the Main Street logo. I was inspired by the sense of community